Waiting for everything to work. Oh, right, YouTube had an update, so now now it's a little bit different to navigate it. Oh, dang it. I was too fast. If I go into my own channel too quickly to see my own live stream, then I can't see it. I don't know how long exactly it takes to upload because the recording seems to be working early on. Like all this stuff that's happening right now is in the VOD, so to speak. But I don't think anyone can actually see it live unless I have that weird thing where the link comes out early. I don't know how the technology works, to be honest, and I probably never will. Let me get all this figured out here. Okay, the ads are gone. Nice. So, first things first, I was in a good mood until about 30 minutes ago, and then a whole bunch of other stuff went wrong. Things that are problems that I don't know how to solve, and they're not physical problems either. So I don't think anyone can help with that necessarily. So I won't, what do you call it? I won't spend time ranting about it. But what I do know is that it would be a very, very good idea to unwind and relax by playing an extremely hard video game that I may or may not be able to even beat. I'm sure that will have no effect on my psyche if I am unable to make any headway in a thing that's supposed to be fun and relaxing. No problems with that at all. Okay, hold on, let me look at the chat here. And also, that's mostly a joke. Like, I'm self-aware of what I'm getting into, so I don't think that I'm actually gonna get, like, I don't know, gamer rage or depressed or whatever else might happen as a result of that. Alright, Olher says bonjour. Nice. He's multilingual. Armiar says first. Angry says hello. Oh, nice, you made it here. Skibbity pita. Oh, yeah. So, that is actually one of the things. So, this is a physical thing, actually. I forgot that this was one of the things that was putting me in a bad mood, was the thumbnail thing. I use this app called, let me look at it on my phone, Photoshop Mix, because it's free to make like thumbnails and stuff, or just to Photoshop things in general on my phone or on my iPad, but it's glitched on both of them, so I just have to use it on my phone where it's slightly less glitched. And even on that, it's getting worse. All technology that I try to use just gets worse and worse the longer time goes on, because now for some reason it wasn't saving properly, so I had to zoom out to get rid of the UI and then screenshot the thing that I made as a thumbnail. So now the resolution is really, really bad and it's like blurry and stuff, but it's fine because I was just throwing random poop into the thumbnail anyways to like make a cursed thumbnail. So it being blurry is part of that. It's like deep frying an image, right? But making it blurry instead. Let me see what else is going on here. Nothing to respond to, really. Your superpowers to destroy technology. I didn't do anything to it. I went back to it after, I guess maybe you could argue that I destroyed it by not tending to it. But I don't think I caused any of this personally. But then again, I don't know how technology works, so maybe what I did is at fault here. Now, I know that the enemies coming up in Dunes of Despair are, for one, flying enemies, Dune Terrors, and then giant scorpions. And the giant scorpions have been buffed the most out of all of those things, but the flying enemies have always been the most dangerous part. So figuring out what to do here is going to be really tricky. I think, though, that magic is the best course of action. Oh, look at that, I can max out the magic too. Magic is the best course of action in my opinion, because for one, it can deal with the giant scorpions pretty well, but it will also deal with the flying enemies, and the only downside that it can possibly have is against the desert archers that will come out, because in impossible mode, one thing that I do know, or at least remember that I changed about it, is that they now have magic resistance. So I'm going to need something to take care of that, and I think that this should do the trick. Yeah. So just a little bit of barracks power. Maybe I could spec into archers instead if I don't like how the mages are panning out. But I have Ulrich, so I think that should do the trick. In fact, I'll just max out Sand Warriors now and give him health, like so. Yeah, just max out his health and give him a little bit of spiked armor. Just tier 1 of spiked armor is already as powerful as Kingdom Rush 1's max tier star upgrade in barracks, so I think that should be fine. Let's see. Olker says, my little brother is making noises straight from heck on the toilet. Thanks for that information. I have to watch on a train, so it's laggy for me, but it's not a problem on your end. Oh, the train. That must be nice. That reminds me of why I want to leave here, because there are so many car problems that have been happening. Not just within my whole family, but also like friends of mine as well. Oh, I mean, you could argue that friends are family, right? But there have been so many car problems that I just feel like relying on public transport would honestly be more reliable. I think public transport might be more reliable than a personal car at this point, seeing how many other problems we've run into. I'm walking home, my feet hurt. Aw, rip JJ. Giant scorpions are still kind of meh. Oh, okay, maybe I overprepared for them then. We shall see. Alright. The mages and archers should be about equal against the Dune Terrors and flying enemies, maybe? Who's excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Nerd emoji. Hey, Vadook, I'm trying Impossible for KR1. Good luck, Zero. In fact, that mode right now is pretty... I'd say it's a bit too hard for my own personal tastes. The way it was in the previous, like, patch, I guess you could say, right after I made the video introducing the mod, I think was a bit better, but I give in too easily, I think, to what other people say, because Chalichny, which is another prominent member of the community, was saying that it was still a bit too easy. Coziness was saying it was still a bit too easy as well. But at the end of the day, like, those two people are very extreme examples. So I would assume that that's still what's the word? That's not an opinion that you want to take if you're considering the whole community, right? Like, obviously it's supposed to be for the upper echelon of Kingdom Rush players, because like, who else but the more passionate fans are going to even be playing the mod in the first place? Okay, I'll do like this. Just the one barracks should be fine, like so. And then 2 level 2 mages for the cost efficiency. I'll bring Ulrich back as well. Let's see. Angry, I don't know who Freddy Frat Bear is. I'm pretty sure that sentence was just an excuse to call him that. Okay, let's see how bad the dogs are. Also, what's wrong with Ulrich? Because I did upgrade the Sand Warriors, right? Where are they? Has it been 12 seconds yet? MMLH has mentioned this before, that there's like a bug with Ulrich Sand Warriors and they just come out inconsistently. Never had this problem on iOS though, so I'm guessing this is a Steam issue. Big steamy issue right here. Yeah, you block those guys. Let's see. They say it's too easy, well I can't get past level 1 in Veteran. I mean, it depends on which one. Are you still talking about Kingdom Rush 1? Because level 1 on, level 1 in Veteran on this one, I'd say is really tough. I don't know about Southport being too tough, though. I don't remember that being a particular struggle. Also, only 9 seconds? Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. This actually looks like a job for artillery, based on all these units. And I did even call the, second wave early, you know, and there's still all these guys. But that's what the Rain of Fire is for. Let's hope the cost efficiency can handle it. But probably would have gone better if Ulrich could summon the Sand Warriors early too. But I won't keep harping on that. Let's see, where's Orb to spam HEM in chat? That is what I'm going for, actually. I was planning on using the High Elven Mage here. Oh, aha. This. Forgot about that. Yeah, take them all. Wait, dang it. Okay, great. All these guys are stuck here, but I will move Ulrich nonetheless. Dune Terrors, hello. Okay, where the heck... Oh, alright. I see how it is. Nice prioritization there with your aim. Ulrich is not... This is extremely undesirable behavior. Some of the Sand Warriors... Oh my god. Oh my god, what is wrong with the Sand Warriors? Okay. Yeah, I get what MLH was talking about now. I don't know what's wrong with that ability anymore. That, that will have a serious impact on my opinion of Ulrich now. Because this was, like... I would argue this was his best ability. Even more than, Spiked Armor. Which is saying a lot. But I think that the utility of being able to block those 3 extra people, I was going to use that just right now to heal him. So that way, he could go back into the combat. He could go back into combat with the enemy and then like perma block them basically, because it takes so long for them to cleave through all 3 of these guys. But yeah, now it's not reliable. It feels like, you know what? I might have nerfed it actually. If that's the case, I've just gaslit myself. But I have to observe it a bit more carefully and see if that's what's going on here. But anyways, new plan. We're gonna go for artillery instead. Is this only 1? What the heck? Wait, can I go negative? Yep. I can go negative. We'll see if the better armor makes any difference. But what I'm thinking here is that I'll do the true damage from an Arc Druid Henge, so I get the cheap power of that, and also some blocking power from the bears. And trust me, the bears are okay now. Bears are buffed, BB. Let's see if we can get to bears though, because it's so much easier to access the Arc Druid Henge in Kingdom Rush 1, because the star upgrades there make the first 3 upgrades, including tier 1, cheaper. So now the Arc Druid Henge is just overall more expensive compared to that. So we'll see how feasible it is to get this up. Let's see. Vodonk. Pro tip. HM with 3 Sentinels is completely overpowered. Please nerf. We shall see about that. I mean, they're pretty expensive, right? Faduke abuses the KRO towers that he overbuffed. Pollux is focused on IMI now. I had an anxiety dream about Iron Marine's invasion, actually. I had a dream that they added me to, what's it called? The beta test, but the, there was like a service charge included for adding me to it. Okay, let's see how long it takes for the Sand Warriors to spawn. It seems like the cooldown doesn't start ticking until the wave is called, which is already really weird because I don't think there are that many other abilities that are like that. I know Crystal Lights isn't like that. Cambridge Origins W. Yeah, what is wrong with this? It's like a 30-second cooldown. What the heck? Yeah, and here they come. Oh god, the artillery is terrible. I mean, I could use this now. That I guess should be fine. Okay, here's the first Sand Warriors. Let's see how long it takes for them to expire. Yeah, shoot another projectile. Okay, look, now he spawned them immediately. Now there's no downtime between using them. So what's up? What's up with that? Okay. Too much sussery is going on here. I don't get it. Actually, maybe I do get it. Or rather, I've gotten it. Because somebody explained it already in the chat. So let me scroll through. I'll just skim it real quick and see if somebody explains. Or explained what happened. Wow, I can't talk. What is going on? Actually, I know why I can't talk. It's because I had my head down, like, for the past couple of days, where I've just been, like, doing schoolwork. So I'm thinking about math and logic and not, communication, I guess. Social skills. Some baddie asked me how I'm doing. I said, Kingdom Rush Frontiers Impossible Mode Part 2. Is Kingdom Rush still fun? I can relate to your thoughts on Impossible Mode as Chilichny still wants me to revert Galadriel's wall to its hardest state as he thinks it's too easy now and I refuse to do it. Nice. Good. Keep your head high, King. Is Kingdom Rush still fun then? Do I hold the correct opinion or not? Oh no, what is up? Okay, it seems the chat is starting to go downhill. I just want to see whether or not Auric Sand Warriors are bugged, okay? And if so, how? That's all I want to know. Let's build it here, and then I guess these spots, I'll find something else that I can do with it. I might also use a different tower than the Arc Druid Henge. We'll see, because the Big Bertha might also be a good option here, since the missile can actually hit flying enemies, and I know I'm not going to buy Sylvan Curse, even with its buffs. Okay, let's group up these guys, and then we're going to fire them, and then hopefully... Okay, look at that. Spawn right then and there. It would be interesting, actually, if a tower, or if an ability had 2 separate cooldowns. Like, it can use it twice in a row, and then it has a longer cooldown. That would be an interesting way to balance something. Like, you could get away with some really tricky stats and stuff. But anyways, let me finish my dream. The dream was that I got added to the beta test, but they charged me $1 to be added to the beta test. And so I had to go through a lot of hoops and hurdles to figure out how to send $1, but, you know, converted into Uruguayan units of currency, which for some reason in my dream was like Mexican pence, and I'm not sure, or like pesos. I'm not sure if that's actually the currency they use. It's just all my subconscious brain thought of. I don't take any accountability for my dreams. Oh right, I have the Tesla. Kind of forgot that tower existed actually. That might be better than all of these things because it will deal flying enemies. Oh silly me, silly Vopuke. If that's the case, oh look at that. He can't do sand warriors anymore. Stop it. Oh, I can't micro the thing anymore. Oh yeah, look at that. He can't use sand warriors at all. It's like a whole other cooldown went through. It's sort of like he had a vengeance moment, but I interrupted it before and that didn't happen. So I'm really confused onto why that's occurring now. Anyways though, let's get the Tesla. I think even without smart targeting, it should be fine. Although I should have waited until I could afford overcharge before I got this. Because as it is now, yeah, it's failing to kill desert thugs. More sussery. Come on. There we go. A little bit too late on that. I guess this is good because it makes Ulrich a little bit less overpowered, but I kind of balanced the heroes around being about as good as Ulrich. So now Ulrich is just underpowered in comparison because it was as good as my memory of Ulrich from the good old iOS days. Hot take, Kingdom Rush Frontiers was better on iOS. It was the only one where the Coco's version, I think, was cooler in some ways. I agreed with a lot of the like minimum amount of units that you needed in range of a hero for them to use a particular skill. Like Boneheart would trigger Disease Nova, where he slams into the ground with only one enemy in range of him. Whereas on the Steam version, he needs 3, which I undid for the rebalanced version. But still, I disliked that change because it just made microing him seem a little bit more limited. Okay, get everyone in here. Ooh, nice, nice. They had the invincibility iframes. Okay, yeah, bring them on. Giant Wasp. Now, since this thing is paused for a little bit, I'm going to take a look here. You placed your barracks a little too far forward so the AoE can't hit them all. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll keep that in mind if I need to restart. I genuinely would like to know what your take is about if Kingdom Rush is still fun. Yes, I will get to that. To be honest, I kind of still need a bit of time to think as well. Oh, see, I angry. Love you too. How cute. Vduke struggling to give money. I confuse Vduke League 2023. Overcharge can still hit underground Dune Terrors? Oh no. I didn't even notice. Go take a piss if you need to think then. Yeah, I'll pee on it. I remember discussing that. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if Ulrich will summon Sand Warriors, even in range of flying enemies. Nope. Okay. Good to know. Let me think here. What else to do? Which of these places is best for an archer? Dune Terrors, Desert Archer. Okay. Well, I think that makes the decision a little bit easier. I'm gonna put it here because, again, if like the Tesla struggles to enemies, it won't be on the left side because it has overcharge to hit them more times. It'll be over on this side. So best to have something further to the left to catch them than to try to soften them up here and then rely on the Tesla to finish them off. That's not good because it will just target one enemy that has max HP and try to whittle those down, which isn't how you want to synergize with overcharge. You want to continue to spread out damage. That's why the Tesla stacks so well with itself, because more overcharges just means a higher limit on like how much HP you need in order to survive going through this arena. Okay, I'm just gonna call the next wave. I mean take a leak, I mean go water with the hose. I might watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I don't really have any investment in the lore. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's, never watched a lore video. Only time I've ever watched lore videos are for the Dark Souls games. But that does take me to something, because the Souls games themselves are not really that fun anymore either. Like I don't find Elden Ring that fun, even though like in theory it seems like it should be. So I'm under the impression. Also, I think we still have the same bug with Wrath of the Forest, where the tier 1 seems to hold them for 2 seconds. I think. That's what it looked like to me. All right, Spiked Armor, do your thing. But anyways, my experience with that game is like I probably should like this. Like when I was 12 years old and I first played Dark Souls 1, I would have loved Elden Ring as well. You know, I would have thought it was awesome. But right now, I kind of feel like I can't be bothered to try to mess around with the game and like get good at it, so to speak. But there are other games that I still find fun to try to get good at. So I'm wondering now if my tastes have changed in such a way where I'm just not into the things that I'm used to, possibly because I'm so used to them. Because like, how long have I been playing Kingdom Rush? Way too long for any reasonable amount of time. Anybody else would say that that's weird, which is why this community is so niche, right? All of you guys are weird. That's not an insult. It's just the facts. If you still care about Kingdom Rush, that's technically weird, because most normal people would not still care at this point in time, right? Not a bad thing to be weird. Everyone's a little weird. That's what makes you. That's what makes you you. But oh, hold on. Let me pin that message from Cozinez. But I'm wondering if I still am finding these games fun. Right now, I'm actually having a good time, if I'm being honest. Okay, I think that's proof that the overcharge thing was fixed. Okay, oh my gosh, Auric is so slow. Also, let me do this, because Wrath of the Force is not helpful against Dune Terrors. Let's see, I'm gonna have to do that. Nope. Okay, great. Oh gosh. Auric? Okay, fine. Those guys have more damage than I remember. Now, here's the moment of truth. We gotta deal with the those guys. Don't mind me not remembering their name. The giant scorpions. I think I might actually go for a sorcerer and just do all Kingdom Rush 1 towers. I think that might actually be the best, because if I lower their armor, then I can deal with them with all my other pre-existing towers, right? One Boneheart Golem solos Illyria. I personally don't find other tower defense games that I like. Yeah, I I kind of feel the same way, where all the other games, their shine wore off. Like, I enjoyed BTD6 for a very long time, and I realized that part of the fun of it was figuring out the game. Like, I liked figuring out how the mechanics worked in that game. So stuff like the way the alchemist had buffed certain towers, and then realizing that because of the way it buffs towers, there are certain towers that are buffed more than others, and therefore more effective to synergize with that tower. And then pulling that strategy off by using it gave me neuron activation, right? But because that game is such a sandbox, it wears off eventually. Even with things like the boss event, the only thing that was keeping me motivated to play it was like the extra factor of like getting medals and helping other people. But the gameplay itself was not fundamentally fun at that point anymore. All of it was like an extra reason to make it somewhat fun, but there's nothing to keep it engaging in the long run. And I always love to think about what is it that makes a game fun. Like I've said neuron activation before, because I genuinely believe that that applies to this game as well. Look at how expensive that is. Like I think that seeing a magic tower lower the armor of the enemy and ignore its armor as well if it's magic damage is neuron activation. Okay, I'm gonna form a little choke point here so I can kill some Dune Terrors early. Oh yeah, look at that sorcerer go. Shake that thing. Now, okay, it attacks immediately. There's not an initial hit first. I wanted to see how the scorpion attacks, so now I'll know to dodge the first attack every time. What else do I want to do? You know what would be kind of silly? If I try to go for a Big Bertha here. Let's see. We got Immortals, Dune Raiders. Bunch of Dune Terrors still. We'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. Okay, move them up here, I guess. Alright, did I save them all? I think I did. Nice. Okay, yep, Big Bertha it is. Having this here, I think, would be very fun and funny. So let's do some funny. I also have the poison as an option. Let's form another choke point here. Balloons is good, but the enemies are trash, uncreative, casual balloons. WTF. Uncreative, casual balloons. That's a great sentence. The F is neuron activation. How would I describe that? The thing is, I don't know that much about psychology to begin with, but I like to think that it's sort of like, remember a couple years ago when satisfying videos were a thing? So people thought it was cool or just enjoyable to watch stuff like soap getting cut, or ASMR. Some people like that, like the sound of someone like just hitting a chalkboard with chalk, so that way it made like a thud sound that they just liked. Stuff that you just like. I think I think that's how I would describe neuron activation. Let's see, can I get away with this? What, is this really what wave 13 is? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna get this now, because either I need to get it or I don't. But if I don't need to get it, then, or rather, if I did need to get it, then I can still just get the Big Bertha later. If you go down the tree of logic here, just getting this now is just wholly better. Okay, move Ulrich. I refuse to let him die to that thing. Nice. And then, yeah, I'll just get this upgrade too. Has anyone ever gotten the Murad'Dib, like, achievement on, like, a first run of Frontiers, by the way? Or do you just come back when you have more stars so you can, like, cheese it a little bit? Because that's one of those achievements where it just seems like it would be pain and not fun to try to do it. But that's another thing, right? I think that's another example of neuron activation, is getting achievements. Because it makes you do a lot of stuff that maybe you would try as a personal challenge. And then, of course, you get an achievement for it anyways. But there are some things that I certainly wouldn't want to do. And it being an achievement is like the only reason to do that. Ooh, look at Big Bertha go. Come on, hit him, hit him. Okay. That's a good way to tell which enemies were already vulnerable, like peeking their heads out, because any of the ones that survived were the ones that weren't yet. Okay, come over here. Okay, there you go. Now you always have something to attack. Dodge that. Cool. No Sand Warriors for a long time. There they are. And then, yeah, let the poison damage him. Cool. People nowadays have never seen or touched a soap themselves. If I don't need to get it, I don't need to get it. Thanks, Cozinez. Someone gets me. I don't need to get it, but you get it. Alright, there goes that achievement. If I didn't lose it already. But, like, I've seen some people talk about the Wildfire Harvest achievement in Kingdom Rush Origins, where you have to throw 1,000 fiery nuts. I'm like, oh, it's such a grindy achievement. Like, what's a way that I can maximize, like, how I get this? And they just want to farm and just keep doing the thing to specifically get the achievement, and that's it. That's enough for them. Which, to me, I find, like, not necessarily depressing, but it just seems so weird that someone would put their time into doing that just because they want the achievement. I find achievement hunting so, like, it feels like the meme of Coraline's dad, where he's just, like, sitting at the computer, expressionless, or, like, kind of droopy looking, because he's sad. It feels like that, where you're just trying to get achievements, rather than doing something because it's enjoyable. Can Sorcerer still curse, or can Sorcerer Curse still hurt the Dune Terrors when they go underground? That's a curious question. I think this also is probably on iOS only, but I feel like I've seen Ashbite's Fire still dealing damage over time to them. And so if they're not even immune to that, I would imagine that the game's not coded to remove stuff like Sorcerer Curse, because it's not even built with that in mind, you know? Also, let's get Mirage and get her some upgrades. Let's see, what would I want here? Probably that, and movement speed, I guess. Make her a melee hero. And then I'll figure out what I want to do here, because this is going to be very tricky. Buccaneer Stand. I actually find Buccaneer Stand, Heroic, and Iron to be some of the hardest in the vanilla game to do on Veteran. Remember the oh yeah, like, deal 30,000 damage of crows in Kingdom Rush Vengeance? Again, too, right? Like, people want to do that because they want the achievement, but why? just because the game set it out for you as an objective means that you want to go do that. That to me seems like a compromise of your time. I think it's better to just focus on the things in the game that you actually find fun. But it's also very tricky to say that because it's hard to imagine a game where you actually like 100% of the time you spend on it. Because there's always going to be loading screens for one. Like, you technically can't have like optimized, perfect like time spent for 100% of the session. Oh, hold on, my sister's texting me. No. Right? You can't optimize 100% of your time playing a game. So there's always concessions to be made. In this case, though, that's kind of a willing compromise that you make, where you actually go after the achievement when you don't need to because you can just play the game. But maybe there's something further beyond it that you want that actually does accomplish something. Like maybe you get a skin if you get enough achievements, right? So it would be more enjoyable for you to play the game with that skin. So you go after the achievements for that extra reason. In this case, though, it's just the achievement within the game and that's it. Like, you either have 100% completion of the achievements or you don't. And if that is equivalent to a skin, then fair enough, I suppose. But I don't know why that would be equivalent because it doesn't affect like your in-game enjoyment after you get it, you know? At least, like, if you have the skin, you can see your character and, like, feel proud about that as you play. That's how I think about it, at least. Word on the street says your sister is single. Yeah, and probably will be for a while. By her own choice. So, don't try anything. Mirage, the most objectified women in Ironhide promotional art. Not just Ironhide promotional art, for the record. Why is Viduk ignoring most of my messages? Sorry, I've kind of ignored a lot of messages. I have a lot of my own thoughts that I want to say right now. Mirage is like all the women. You think you can see it, but when you get close, it disappears. Nice. What do I want to do here? So, once again, artillery would be a good option. It's frontiers. So, that's usually a good choice. And then, I suppose... maybe I can go for mages now. Let's see if I end up regretting that. Yeah, we'll just go straight in. And we're still on impossible mode. I got scared for a second that I was on veteran. That would have been bad. Oh, nice. You've got ideas for skins. After dealing 30,000 damage with crows, now your crows have the orange color skin. Why would you make them orange? I mean, I guess that's what would make it funny, right? Maybe, what about a pink crow? That would be fun. Because then people would definitely know that you got that achievement. He will end up regretting that choice. We shall see. Yeah, we really shall see, because I have no idea what exactly I want to do here yet. So just get this. And then, Max Tesla is probably still a good idea. Probably.
They won't see me coming.
We all gate camp with dwarps here. Barbie Falconer. Oh yeah, huh? Okay, let's see if we can get some... Okay, great, that put her into the range. Let's see if we can get some big melee damage out by triggering the dodge. Come on. Oh. Okay, that kind of works. Let's go damage him. I have hiccups now. I hiccup completely silently. So if you just see me, like, jolt a little bit, that's a hiccup. But it does interrupt me. Like, when I say it's completely silent, I also mean, like, for myself, I'm silent too. You know what? You wanting to, like, micro Mirage in here to deal damage with her dodge, and then also having to put that on a pseudo cooldown based on her health is actually a pretty interesting game mechanic. Okay, well, tier 3 artillery is getting overwhelmed. Actually, yeah, let's have her finish him off. Like so. And then, can I trust Mirage to deal with the rest of these guys? Probably not. And do I still want a dwarf? That's another thing, because I could just go for the Tesla now. I think I will, because I have smart targeting now. Okay, yeah, overkill him, which is funny to think about. Mirage overkilling. When does that happen? Never mind, that can happen. Okay, Tesla still can't kill these guys, but that makes sense, because it's 66 damage. Nope, stop going to melee combat. two health. Let's see. Okay, nice.
Plan.
Very nice. And I'll get barracks for the extra stalling power. Please dodge. Okay, she went that way. That's fine.
Showtime. Let's dance.
Heal while you're throwing. Good, 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 good. Come on. Okay, that's good too. And she's dead. Okay. Yeah, definitely gotta go for the barracks first. And I think also... Yeah, I think also that I don't want the mages at all. I'll just do barracks and artillery. And I'll let Mirage do everything that I need to do for the flying enemies. Well, everything plus like some help from cheap archers and mages, I guess, because I think I might need that. Sorry. The first thing I saw is Gorming's message saying anyone else naked right now. That is something that I would post
Let's dance.
on social media. Would you be happy if the next Kingdom Rush was free, but it had in-game skins for towers and heroes that cost money? Not if the game was free, but if all the content of the game was free. So the initial game, you have to buy. So you spend like $5 or $10 on it. Well, Ironhide is afraid to make their app cost more than $5, so it would be $5. And then everything, like the towers and heroes and stuff, were all free to use, but the skins and stuff were premium. So you can like support Ironhide that way. Would be way better for the player, but I know for a fact that it will get less sales. Something that I think is pretty neat, after having played a little bit of StarCraft 2, is that they allow you to play as any of the heroes in the like co-op missions, but you can only get to level 5 out of 15 with them. And because of that, that also means that you can't unlock their prestiges, which is like a separate separate playstyle that they have, that also you would level up from 1 to 15. So you're only getting like a very, very small fraction, right? And if, let's say there's 4 prestiges, so there's 60 total, you're only getting 5 out of 60 levels possible. So it's really not that much, but it's enough for a taste test of them, and a pretty good one at that. I think that's a really good way to do it. And in terms of like marketing too, I feel like giving somebody a taste of something will help make them want it more. So that's another, how would I put it, I guess, strategy that I could understand Ironhide going for as well, if they should so choose. Now, okay, intrusive thought here. What if I went for a weird wood, so that way the fiery nut like hit the enemies up here? Another option is I use this thing, the Elven Bastion, because the constant damage I think would make a big difference, but we'll see. Also, look at that, the range gets worse when I swap over. I think there's still a problem with the star upgrades not affecting it. I think. We'll see here. Mirage's range upgrade is such an L. She can't heal doing range attacks. Oh yeah, the range is a double-edged sword. I am naked. Wait, no, I still have socks on. Thanks for that information, Coziness. My Voodoo headcanon is that he's wearing nothing but a shirt. I'm in my pajamas because it's comfy. Warm and comfy too. The weather is finally getting cold again, which is nice. Okay, let's get some, Nope, dang it. I was hoping that she would dodge and it would look very cool. Oh well. Oh, now she dodges. Women. So, let's Rain of Fire now. Cool, and everyone's dead. Let's move her up here. And then, yeah, I'll probably go for the Elven Bastion just to see how it performs. For the sake of science, I'll do that. The van in our neighborhood got the golden skin after unlocking the Kidnapping 1000 Kids achievement. Okay, great. Thanks for that. Elven Bastion would be horrible there. Okay, yeah, you know what? Maybe I won't get that. I think I already know that that's a silly idea and a bit of an intrusive thought, if I do say so myself. Also, are there even flying enemies in here? Because I really don't remember the wave composition. Let's see, Mirage not dodging, and therefore dealing less damage and not killing these guys as quickly is really throwing things off here. It's funny that the RNG makes the hero an L, even when I rebalance the skill to be good. Because of course you can't rely on it. Okay, go on, attack him. The stun is making them less, making them attack less, and then trigger less dodges. Okay, got it. in the name of science will be tarnished by the Elven Bastion. Man, you guys really hate the Elven Bastion.
Let's dance.
It's not that bad. Nerd emoji. You guys overhate the Elven Bastion.
It's show.
To be fair, it takes a very high IQ to use the Elven Bastion. Are you gonna make videos on Jungle now that the whole game is out, like hero rankings? Well, the game is out, but it's on Apple Arcade, so I can't really. And also, I don't know. I don't feel like, as weird as it is to say, I don't feel like playing more games like the ones that I've already played. I think I mentioned before that I was having fun playing Devil May Cry 5, and it's very different from games that I've played before, and the variety is just nice. I think at the moment I'm more curious about trying out other stuff, but I'm definitely not gonna make any videos about Devil May Cry 5. So don't worry about that. Look at this. The dodge spirit goes into melee combat with another enemy after it kills the first one. Yeah, see that? It blocks him too. That's fun. Oh, nice, nice. Kill him just in time so that way the lightning chains to another enemy. It's good to see. Now, oh yeah, keep her back. I think if I put this here, then they'll do a fine enough job blocking the enemies over on this side. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, overcharge is actually not being that helpful. It's guaranteeing that the enemies it hits with the melee, not melee, the primary attack do die because the overcharge stacks with it. But on the flip side, overcharge by itself is not killing any enemies because by the time they're about to be killed by it, it uses the main attack on them too. It's not bad, but it's boring. Yeah, see, I've started to get to the point now where I value my time enough that I don't want to spend it on things that are just not that close to the best of the best stuff that I can enjoy. Even in terms of like TV shows. We were just talking about this on the Discord server, right? That rewatching Attack on Titan with my friend with a more analytical lens was making me realize like some faults in the show that then you know, it lowered my enjoyment of the show, and I really liked seeing Attack on Titan as a monolith for what someone's like creativity can accomplish because of how much people like it. Ooh. Wait a minute, he needs to get in range. Come on. Okay, good. He's still getting hit. Nice. And then we'll have Mirage attack him. don't try to heal the Desert Thugs. It's not gonna work. Okay, cool. Put him up here. And I need something to do with the Executioner, right? So I'm probably gonna want something insta-kill related, right? Are you playing Devil May Cry 5? Is it any good? Because I have thought about getting into it, but it seems like a bit of a weeb thing, so I gotta know before I take that risk. I mean, it's made by Capcom, which is Japanese, so technically, it's, I guess it'll have some influence based on, like, their way of storytelling, where they like very flashy, dramatic things, but, I don't know, it doesn't, I wouldn't say that it feels weeb-like to play it. I played Devil May Cry 4 as a kid, and I didn't think about anime at all when I was playing it, even though I like loosely knew what it was as a kid. And as a kid, you would probably, I feel like you would make those connections more easily. I had a pure mindset, right? So my categorization is more reliable. So trust the ethos of Child Voduk. Missed chance to give enemy cannons friendly fire to the stage. Huh? Wait, you guys are not weebs? Voduk, what's your German cousin's name? What? Vodeutsch? I don't know what kind of answer you want from me. Yeah, let's just get the mage now. Yeah, Arcane Wizard and get the insta-kill. But anyways, like with Attack on Titan, because I was able to like see some flaws in it, I at first I was bummed that I didn't have that game to stand as again, as I said, a monolith for what someone's, I guess, art can mean to somebody else, because people really liked that show. I liked it too. It was the first, like, at the time, that I got into it, it was still underrated. And then later on, it became very popular, and it was like it had the highest rated episodes ever on IMDb. I was so happy about that. Um, Afterwards, though, seeing it like this, it made me think, okay, I don't really have that same. I no longer have a show that I can treat like a religion almost to worship, as what I was treating Attack on Titan as anymore, which is kind of a bummer. But it does make me feel like I can value my time more by looking for stuff that is up to an even greater standard. I'm just not sure if I can find such a thing. I'd have to watch something else with the same lens and then still be happy with it, which might be a bit rare, or might be a bit hard to come by. People have suggested things before, though. But there's some stuff that, like... Oh, whoa, the game is getting a little laggy. Getting a little silly here on the lag side of things. It still does make me feel like my time is more valuable. But that's all in, like, in theory sort of perspective. So we'll actually see if it ends up like that. Or, if Zygote is here, he can comment on this a bit more, because I don't exactly remember what the conclusion of this episode was. But there was an episode of South Park called Asperger's. Not the good spelling of it either. And it was all about like everything being poop. From what I remember. Like all music, all food, like all the movies and stuff that Stan was trying to watch, they all seemed like poop. A literal metaphor for like not being able to enjoy anything, because all of it had like flaws and could be better. And I don't remember what the conclusion of that was, but like a lot of people were saying that he was just being like too picky, too arrogant or whatever for like wanting things to be better. But I don't remember it painting them in the wrong necessarily. Or I don't remember it painting them in the right either. Like, it kind of felt like you were up to come to your own conclusions about it. Oh boy. Is these guys coming here? Okay, let me... If I get a big Bertha here... Oh yeah, that can attack the wolves. That's funny. But anyways, I myself thought when I saw the episode that he was a bit more in the right to think that way. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting more out of the stuff that you watch or try to enjoy. Okay, well, that's a loss. Okay, yeah. I forgot. No, I didn't want to restart. I wanted to quit. I forgot that you're gonna have to deal with a lot more enemies down there as well. I remember there being dune terrors, but I don't remember there being wolves and stuff like that. So here we go again. Hold on. Let's make sure this is maxed out first, because I definitely want that. And then I probably want Shadow Dance after. Yeah, that should be good. The taxman is outside. I haven't paid them. What do I do? I can't think about that right now. Capcom also made Resident Evil, which is metal as heck. Yeah, I mean, they made Dragon's Dogma, which is my favorite game of all time. And, okay, you know what? That's a good point here, because, Dragon's Dogma is also something that I feel like has a lot of concessions to enjoying it. For me, at least, every time I tell people about that game, I have to warn them about a bunch of stuff that I find as a flaw about the game. To me, I think the optimistic view is to say, like let's compare it to a steak. If I can make an analogy, I like making analogies so much that I will force them to work, and sometimes it still won't work, but I'll try to force them into my conversation anyways. So here's my analogy, right? Imagine you've got a steak that's like all right, or maybe even like not that good around most of it, but there's a certain like part of it, like a bite of it, that's really, really well made. So well made, in fact, that it's the best you've ever tasted, the best thing you've ever tasted overall. And that flavor is a greater sensation than you'll ever get from any other type of meal. Is that a steak worth having again? Or is that steak worth having in the first place? I mean, for science purposes, you could already argue it was worth having, but I would personally prefer to like go through the mud for a diamond in the rough, so to speak. I would go through something that's not that enjoyable for something that's more enjoyable than a more overall experience, like a smooth ride. Now though, in like being more critical about like Attack on Titan again, because I've been watching it with a friend, I feel like I've gotten to a point where I'm teetering on the fence of preferring to just well, I don't know what I prefer, because I definitely was just overall happier enjoying the show without those criticisms like weighing down on me so heavily. Like at the end of the day, I can just say that they're not that big of a deal, but because they're still there, I feel kind of bad that that's how I'm using my time, if that makes any sense. Maxed out Shadow Dance is really good in this mode. Also, Backstab always kills. Yeah, I probably should have maxed out the Backstab as well. We'll see. Uh-oh. We're not lagging, are we? Someone let me know if we're lagging. Come on, Mirage. She's so slow. The impossible mode speed. Okay, will this reach? Okay, good. Oh, yep. Get all the way back up there. Is that really only 20% bonus speed? Because she feels really slow. I don't know. Maybe it's just not what I'm used to. Okay, let's rate and fire this. Get this out here. But see, this is another reason why I don't like talking about stuff that troubles me, because I don't think anybody has any advice online anyways. So it's just awkward for me to talk about it in the first place, because I only make myself look bad. I'm gonna go for the Tesla still, I think. Or I could go for the Weirdwood. The Weirdwood might still be a better option, actually. Actually, no, never mind. Yeah, do that. Now we have this. And then I will go for the Arcane Wizard down below. And then also go for another Artillery down below as well. And then I think we should be dandy. I don't think I've ever eaten a steak. Oh, okay. But you can imagine what my analogy means, right? Do you think your friend's criticisms are correct, though? Did you go into a lot of depth? Yeah, we did, actually. Like, I tried my best to be the defense lawyer for Attack on Titan, and I couldn't argue against it. Now, that might just be my own problem, because I can't, like, I'll be the first to admit that I'm not that logical of a person. I like math, I like logic, and puzzles and stuff like that, and figuring things out. But at the end of the day, I know that I have to try very hard to be logical, and it doesn't come that naturally to me. So, it's possible that someone more logical than me could come up with better defenses of the show than what we have in our discussions. Ooh, did you see that barracks micro? Oh, nice. I'm happy with myself. Now, that being said, another thing about it that complicates the situation is that I've only gone into this much depth discussing and analyzing a show for Attack on Titan now, because it was my favorite, so I wanted to do that. And I want to do it for another show. Like, I'd like to watch Breaking Bad with that same friend, but like, I kind of already feel like I know they're not gonna like it. So I would just like to see some other show with somebody else, though, and like try to apply the same analysis and see if Attack on Titan is still like my favorite show, but I just like it less overall, or if like all those points stand out enough to make Attack on Titan worse because other shows don't crumble as much when put under the same scrutiny. Like, I genuinely don't know. Okay, mage first because the executioner spawns first. Okay, go back. Oh wow, she can't even kill the fallen yet. Okay, good to know. Wait a minute, she's invincible. I forgot that I can just do that and like kill him over time. Yep, not broken at all. I mean, she also has the insta-kill. And she has a vengeance moment too with the ability. Yep, there you go, finish him off. And now we can trust the mage to kill these guys. No, we can't. I don't think I've had... Alright, nice message, Coziness. I also want to pin that. Are you doing some sort of social experiment where you're trying to see like how pinnable you can make your messages? I'm naked, sorry. Hello, Oob. Nice name. Peaky Blinders is the best show to watch with a friend. I can't believe you just said that. Because I started watching that with my family, and it's the first show that I started watching since putting Attack on Titan under that scrutiny. And I find myself like continually thinking about how that could be better too. Like, I've only seen the first 2 episodes so far, but I already think that like the beginning part of it was like a waste of time almost, like for the world building. Like I still don't understand what exactly the gang does, which might be it might be for the better. Like I have to finish watching it first to see if like withholding that would be better. But I certainly know that the first episode, it like it used the fact that it was on Netflix, and so that it has like a show being on Netflix has your time already, I feel like. So it can afford to waste the first 40 minutes if the last 10 minutes are something that was supposed to grab your attention, which is kind of what it felt like to me. Like the last 10 minutes of it were pretty much the only enjoyable parts of the episode, I would say. And the rest of it was like a bit alienating since you don't know how things work really. And you could argue that it's supposed to be showing you how things work, but I didn't really how would I put this? The amount of information that I got about it, like the information about how the police officer operates, Mr. Cobblestone or whatever his name is, like and other things too. In summary, the amount of information that I got per minute was a bit low. Information density is what my friend called it in Attack on Titan. Like that kind of stuff could be higher to increase interest, or it could be told in like a way that makes you have to think more. Like if the information itself is like a gray area, so that there's no clear answer, so you're contemplating it, or if it's told out of chronological order, so that you have to spend extra time interpreting it. That kind of stuff can help with those sort of things, but overall, you want to keep the viewer's mind active the whole time. And it's not like an ADHD thing either. It's just like genuinely just supposed to make it more interesting. And I can tell the difference too, because like there are some parts of Attack on Titan that have a lot of information density, or at least like very complicated information, and therefore like I'm so glued to the screen trying my hardest to understand it because I want to understand. Although they would argue that you shouldn't want to in the first place because the characters aren't interesting enough to be invested in the show over. But that's another point. But yeah, like I feel like Stan from South Park, where I can't enjoy this stuff because I hold it up to this higher standard now that I've developed over watching the show with my friend. And now I'm a downer to watch shows with, probably. Okay, this is probably fine, right? Oh yeah, it's stunning him too, so you should be good. Let me see here. That's one of my few nitpicks with the show. They don't show much of their betting business. They only establish it a little through dialogue. Oh, okay. So you don't really get to see much more of it anyways. They had a good way to do it too, because spoilers, I guess. At the end of the episode, the pilot episode, there's that guy that they introduced to the Peaky Blinders, and then we don't even see him. Like that's the end of the episode, and we don't even see him in the second episode. Whereas them introducing him to the Peaky Blinders could have been the very beginning of the show, and I think that would be really good, because think about all the stuff that it would establish if it just started with Thomas Shelby explaining to him, like, I've got to kill you because of what you did. In fact, if they started with him like killing the guy, that would have been fine. You don't need to foreshadow that with him like doing something in a previous part of the episode where he was like just screaming anyways. Like you could just have him do that. You don't need to foreshadow it really. Because I don't know how to put this exactly, because I'm thinking about it right now while thinking about playing Kingdom Rush Frontiers on Impossible mode. But if you just started with him like killing the guy, that would already be a big hook, because it's like, what the heck, this guy just freaked out and killed somebody. It's like a mystery because you want to figure out what the heck is going on in the first place. So that's intrigue. And then immediately have Thomas Shelby go and say like he's got to kill him, and then establish like the gang stuff, like we can't have a problem here. So you see like the tone of this world by him doing that. And then it's a bait and switch because he survives and he gets added into the Peaky Blinders, and then they can use the fact that he just got added in to like showcase how they work in their organization. I think that structure for the episode would have been a lot better, and as they're showing that stuff, they can add additional intrigue by cutting to scenes of the police officer coming in and like figuring out what he wants to do in Birmingham or whatever the city is. That's how I would have written that episode, personally. So here's the main takeaway from this that's a positive. Now that I've looked at the show under that scrutiny, and I do have trouble enjoying stuff as much, I feel like at least I have trouble enjoying stuff as much overall because of this. My one positive takeaway is that now I can think of ways for other stuff to be better. And because of that, I think that overall it was for the better. Yeah, we'll do the Archdruid Henge. That sounds a bit contradictory to me in terms of mindset. You say you want the diamond even if it was covered by the mud, but why would you focus on nitpicking while watching it? That's similar to the thing QZ said on the art channel. Being good at criticizing picky is only one side of improving yourself. Oh gosh, I think I need to reread that to make sure I understand what you're saying. You say you want the diamond even if it is covered by the mud, but why would you focus on nitpicking while watching it? Well, okay, that's why I used the steak analogy first. Because to get to that bite, like let's say that the bite that's really, really good is in the middle of the steak. So you'd either have to cut out all those parts in the first place or chew through them to get to that bite. So like it's impossible to get to those like truly good moments without going through some other stuff first. Like if you want to go for Attack on Titan again, like the main 3 characters are not very strong, I would say. Like they have a kind of a cliche setup where we have the smart one, the tough one, and then the main character with no personality. Although you could argue Aaron's personality is like his anger and stuff and angst, which is then debatably a worse thing than having no personality because that can be annoying to some people. So like you go through stuff where you're not exactly motivated by the characters, but you're motivated by the world at least. At least to me, that was enough motivating factor. But it could be better, right? And for my friend, it was so far from being better that it was arguably annoying at some points. So that was sifting through stuff that you don't exactly enjoy to get to a better thing, which are like scenes of Erwin. We both think Erwin is the best character in the show, or like other action moments and stuff. To me, that kind of stuff I would still say is worth it, but I don't have a logical reason why. It's just like that's just my personality, where I like those kinds of things in theory. We were talking about this in terms of other stuff as well, where like we were talking about math, and they were asking like, what's your favorite type of math? And I said that in theory, I think that I would really enjoy integration, because I saw this YouTube video at MIT. It was the Integration B. They have it annually, where they give you an integral to solve, and you have to come up with a creative way to solve it. I say that it would be fun in theory, partially because I've never done it myself. Oh my god, the Archdruid Henge! Oh my... oh my god. That is so pathetic. It was hitting one wolf at a time. Oh, I should have gone for, I should have upgraded the barracks. Oh my gosh. I mean, technically I still have, 3 stars from that, but not good enough. Not good enough at all. Okay, let's get the swiftness now. And then go back and then not do anything stupid. The Archdruid Henge felt like a sexy strategy to use because I thought I could buy the bears. And then I thought I could be cheap and not buy the bears yet because the tier 1 barracks should be enough, but they're not. That's all my fault for being greedy. Let me just be efficient, okay? Not waste time here. We're having a nice chat at least, so I don't mind staying here for a little bit. But yeah, I should have bought that. I would recommend Deadwood to you. That is one of the greatest shows I've ever seen, but unfortunately got canceled at season 3, right when I really started to up the stakes. Oh no, I hate that. Wait, when the show gets canceled? I haven't watched a show that's been canceled in a long time. It's probably been years. I think the last time I watched a show that was canceled was Symbionic Titan, which is like a really niche thing on Cartoon Network, but it's by good old Genndy Tartakovsky, who made Samurai Jack, which I would say is probably like in terms of kid show quality, it's probably the only thing that's as close as it is to Avatar, in my opinion. I mean, it's very different than Avatar, and Avatar has like a bigger overarching story, but for like purely episodic shows, I'd say that Samurai Jack's like the best show, in my opinion. Again, let's see if I start an argument from saying that. Oh my god, Mirage. The difference between level 2 and level 5 Mirage is very stark. Look at her destroy these enemies. Like, I didn't even need Rain of Fire there this time because she's just killing them. Also, my hiccups are back. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, let's prevent her from
They won't see me coming.
getting hit by the cannons. Even though she's invincible now in melee combat, so it doesn't really matter.
They won't see me.
Nice! She just wiped that guy out. Season 5 ended really poorly. Oh yeah, that's true. Once it got revived and season 5 became not episodic but a continuous story, then I would argue that it kind of fell off a little bit. Like it's better. It was better as it was initially,
See me coming. They won't.
and that was before it got more critical of shows. And I still think that. Do not give in to the temptation to use the weird wood.
It's showtime.
Look, I like variety, okay? It's the spice of life. I want to mess around and do stuff. I just want to have fun. That's why I get these temptations.
According to plan, they won't.
I think Adventure Time surpassed it. Oh, I didn't watch that, so I couldn't tell you what my opinion is of that. I mean, I saw a little bit of Adventure Time, but that came out like shortly after regular show and like the Amazing World of Gumball and those cartoons came out was when I like kind of stopped watching cartoons. So I was playing Dark Souls, I think, at the time, or just playing more video games, Skyrim and stuff as well.
It's
Oh, no, that's a game that I put up with a lot of. In fact, that's the one game where I would argue that I feel like an achievement hunter in, because it, as weird as it is to say, seeing the list of quests that you have to do in Skyrim makes my mouth water, because it's so satisfying to think about completing those quests and like narrowing down the quest log. Avatar: The Last Airbender is the best cartoon ever made, and it's not even close. Yeah, that's what I would say too. In fact, again, because I haven't watched anything else besides the first 2 episodes of Peaky Blinders and Attack on Titan now, like under the same amount of scrutiny that my friends allowed me to see things with, all I can say is like take this with a grain of salt. But I think that at least my memory of Avatar is enough to say that it's gone back to be my favorite show again.
according to plan.
Oh, I clicked on the path. I clicked on the rally point accurately though, so that's something.
They won't see me coming.
What about The Wire? I can't remember if you ever seen that one. It's a classic, really impressive attention to detail. It's one of the realest shows I've seen. I've heard of that before. Is that like a cop show or like a detective show? Also, thoughts on trying the Arc Druid Henge again but getting bears?
According to plan.
I'm just gonna rate fire him.
Let's guess. According to plan.
Yeah, watch Mirage solo this guy.
They won't.
Totally balanced. Theoretically, this could be possible anyways. Oh, nice. I got an achievement for that. Yay. I got an achievement for something that I would have been doing anyways. That's a good type of achievement. If you're looking for shows with as little bad meat as possible, you're looking for the most boring show, to be honest.
It's
Huh.
it's
What do you mean by that? Because,
They won't.
not me asking Lynn what he means by every single message. I still didn't even go back to interpret the previous message that she said about QZ. But, I think that, a show, how do I put this? Like, to me, Attack on Titan hit, like, the highest highs for me. And so regardless of, like, some of its stuff that could be better, it was still, like, my favorite show of all time. Like, Avatar was probably more objectively good, so to speak. And same thing with Dragon's Dogma. It hits the highest highs for me as a game, but, the bad meat means that objectively I would probably have to say that like Bloodborne is the best game ever made because it has the least amount of bad meat in my opinion. But that's still a good game. That's like a lot of people's favorite game anyways. So like as a counterexample to that, I would say that a show that doesn't have very much bad meat can still be quite good. As long as like the highs it hits are still high enough. And in terms of Bloodborne, that's like still very, very good. In terms of a show, let me think. Like, what bad meat does Avatar have? Most of the like filler of season 1, right? You could argue is like bad meat, maybe, or like some of the episodes that like what's the one that everyone dislikes? The Great Divide, which I don't even think is that bad, but like, that was as a kid, anyways, that I saw it. So I didn't think most things were bad as a kid. I ate the food that I was given. Regardless of how good the steak was, I ate it. Okay, hold on. Let me see this. This is really interesting. So I genuinely want to read the chat here. The characters talk like they would in real life. and are not giving you exposition in an obvious way, so you often have to be actively watching it to follow along. Really rewarding to rewatch too. Nice, nice. And that's for The Wire, right? I'll keep that in mind. Aaron's dub VA is kind of bad. Oh, I just think it's funny to listen to. And his name is funny too, Bryce Papenbrook. He has a podcast called The Pappening, which I think is adorable. A show with a horrible ending just feels like watching a train wreck about to occur. Like you enjoy seeing the train come, but then realize that something's off and it all goes downhill. That's another good point. I feel like the ending of a show makes such a huge impact on whether or not you like it overall, more than anything else. Adventure Time is weird in that the first 2 seasons were cringy and made for children, and suddenly season 3 it changed tone and got better every season. Amazing world building. I will keep that in mind. I'm gonna pretend Korra doesn't exist for the purposes of making it simpler to discuss. To discuss. That's the second time I made that verbal typo. But for the purposes of this discussion, let's just focus on Avatar: Last Airbender. Let's see. MLP is also really good. I'm sorry for laughing. The Return of Pazduke. Look, this is important to me, okay? I genuinely care about this topic. Okay, thanks for reposting that message, Future Trunks. Why did Ozai wipe out the airbenders when he knew the Avatar would reincarnate? It's stupid. Oh, you know what? You can break the cycle, right? I think so. Like, if he killed Aang, then, like, all airbending would be lost, right? Like, the Avatar has the potential to learn airbending, but they would have to relearn it from, like, the original airbenders, right? He wouldn't be able to get that from, like, an airbending master. So he would have to start from scratch, which would set him back. But, like, the logic, I guess, of like, needing airbending just to be good enough to defeat the Fire Lord is kind of weak in the first place. So the whole show's bad for that reason. I'll just say that. I'm just kidding about that though. But like the difference there though, because I think it is important to distinguish, is that like if you get past that like one logical error, at least the show continues down that train to show you what would happen, which I think is one of the best things. Like one of my favorite things about Death Note, at least this is a really subjective thing because it has nothing to do with the show itself, and it's more like it in contrast to other shows that I've seen, is that it takes the concept of a book that you can write a person's name in and kill them in any way that you want, and runs with it to the very end of its logical conclusion to see where that would go with the specific character that has it. And I think that's really neat because a lot of shows I feel like they don't fully utilize the concept that they have, but Death Note did. So in that regard, it was just refreshing. I think it was the first time that I realized, or it was like in watching that show was the first time that I realized how refreshing something other than Western storytelling could be. Okay, let's get the Big Bertha. About as expensive to get that with Cluster Bomb as it is to get Archdruid Hench with Bears, but a little bit more expensive actually, and theoretically less reliable than Bears. But the Bears would be really good against the Dune Terrors. So I'm having some intrusive thoughts here. Okay, don't worry about catching him, because yeah, he'll just get insta-killed. Honestly, I might as well get a barracks over here too. Okay, there we go. And then do this. Now we worry about them using the insta-kill because he's coming. So we want to deal with that. L's name foreshadowed his fate. That's really funny. Let me see. When I say that they talk like they do in real life, I mean, for example, one of the detectives talk in terms he would use it in actual police department. Yo, Vodka, where are you from? I mean, your origin. I was born in the U.S., but I like my family lineage is Mexico, or is from Mexico. Okay, people are complaining about Misa now in Death Note. Have fun with that. I don't know what I was saying when I lagged out here. Origin. Oh my god, finally. Oh gosh, I don't want to be reminded of the KR Origins joke that I told yesterday. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna get the Big Bertha. We'll stick to the plan. Make it work. Build tier 1 barracks at the bottom, please. Oh, yeah. Good point. Like right next to the scum bar, right? Okay, yep, the dogs are coming. Let's not get distracted now by that.
According to plan, it's showtime.
Okay, yeah, you do that. I will have Mirage do this. Yeah, her things are having trouble chasing after the dogs.
It's showtime. It's showtime.
Yep, kill them all. Nice. Yeah, that's some big damage there with the help of Micro.
According to plan, they won't see me coming.
Come on, cluster bomb. Nice, look at that. The one bomb killed all 3 of the dogs. And then that should be good enough, I guess.
According to
And then Mirage, you gotta come over here. Nice.
they won't see me coming. They won't see me.
And then yeah, damage this guy a little bit more.
According to plan.
Have you ever played an RTS game like Age of Empires or Stronghold or Civilians? I've played Civilization. Not Civilians. Goofy aw. But I didn't understand what I was doing as a kid playing Civilization. It was Civilization Revolution, I think.
It's showtime.
I did not know what was going on there, so I only ever knew how to do the military victory. And I only heard from listening to Eris, one of the co-creators of Revengeance, talk about Civilization 6, that there's stuff like the science victory. Actually, I don't know if that was in Revolution, but
According to
all I know is that I didn't know exactly how the game worked as I was playing it. But I've played some RTS games before. I played Halo Wars. I played like 30 minutes of Halo Wars 2. Okay, upgrade the barracks. I did put star upgrades into them for a reason. Oh, nice. That was the first time I've ever gotten tier 3 barracks. Very cool.
let's dance.
And do you see how this synergy is working? I focus on the enemy with armor. Oh, nice. Because all the Dune Terrors are underground.
They won't see me coming. According to plan.
And then what thing do I want to get here? Probably dwarves, right? Yeah, probably. And then we'll get healing, just so they can stay like that. Chad Bertha, 1 bomb killing 3 dogs. And then Virgin Arc Druid Hench, 3 rocks couldn't kill 1 dog. I think I missed a bunch of chat. We see how much Voodoo loves his bait. I mean, soldiers.
Let's dance.
Yeah, I know, right? I do not use... I do not like to spend gold on barracks that much.
Let's dance.
Look at the Big Bertha just destroying everything in its wake. If I can avoid it, I will just go for attack towers all the time. Also, kind of funny how well Kingdom Rush 1 towers do in Frontiers in particular, because it does support my theory that Kingdom Rush Frontiers was actually originally balanced around, at least partially originally balanced around the Kingdom Rush 1 towers being used. So it'd be a good challenge, I think, to see how well that holds up. Because I think that the Dwarf in particular is part of what makes the Saurians feel so inconsequential. Like if you were, and the Battle Mecha as well, of course. But like that thing mostly cheeses the environment as well. Where the Kingdom Rush 1 towers would really struggle with that. Like you wouldn't be able to, what the heck? You wouldn't be able to bypass Bearsat's fire as easily if you were forced to build towers that didn't spawn a unit on the path.
It's showtime.
But yeah, come over here. Nice. Almost dead.
It's showtime.
Okay, good. He's dead.
Plan.
Nice. And then, okay, good.
Let's dance.
Nice, the reinforcements are actually doing something too. Very cool. Get Arc Druid Hench here. Which is better between Faustus, Phoenix, or Wilbur? Do you really have to ask that? It's definitely Wilbur. I may or may not have a YouTube video going over why I think that. I'm curious to know how well Sylvan Curse does with Overcharge, since Overcharge will hit everything.
According to plan.
In theory, Sylvan Curse would also be good at Furnace Blast. Hold on, my eyes are starting to water. I don't know why, but I need a rub. Give me a second. Voodoo crying. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with my screen. Yeah, let me fix the brightness there. Civ 6 is good. Nice statement. Do you not like the Buccaneers? I don't like the temporary units. My favorite wholesome Kingdom Rush community was when we were watching one of the Ironhide streams and the devs got the question, which hero ability would you like to have in real life? And Kame5 replied, I want the ability to spawn Cathus Pixies. That was so unexpected and brave. I would have said Magnus's teleport or something practical. I need to Selena rub Voodoo. Alright, fine, I'll pin that. I'll pin that because Selena's not here right now. Another reason to not be having a good day. Less mods. Yeah, overall though, I would say that I'm having a good time here, playing this, talking with everybody. This actually has been one of my favorite discussions that we've had so far about like storytelling and quality, and it's helped put my mind at ease as well, because it's good to know that most people aren't that picky, because like talking to somebody who is very picky about the shows they watch, it makes me like want to create something that's good enough that even they would like. But and if you can't tell, it's somebody in the community because I'm not specifying who it is. But like I don't know if they would care if that information was publicly known. But what was I gonna say? Oh, like obviously it makes me want to make something that's good enough that even they would like it. So like my standard is very high now for like creating something, but as a result, it makes me like afraid to create something because I don't think I could make it good enough. Like I said about logic and stuff, I genuinely don't think that I could create something like out of world building and character motivation stuff that they wouldn't have a problem with. Are there really no flying enemies here at all? Well, that's good news for me. Let's see, yep, that's it. And there's nothing but Dune Terrors on the right side as well. Interesting wave composition. Let's do this. This will help them clear out Dune Terrors faster as well. And buff the beer. Oh, so satisfying. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we've got this. Okay. That makes a difference for sure. Let's see, can you dodge that? Good. Oh my god, he attacks so slowly. Do this. Sorcerer is always good. But yeah, anyways, it was making me overthink like the prospect of making like stories of my own at all. But to hear that like most people don't really consider it that big of a deal is reassuring, because it makes me think that like I can just do the stuff that I want, or like I can just do my best and that will still be good enough. So that's reassuring. Also wholesome. Satisfying nitpicking person doesn't necessarily make great arts. Yeah, basically that. Good job, Lynn. Now let's see if Mirage can handle this. My 150th tower is a panic barracks. Nice. What else have I got here? Okay, these are the only options, huh? Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, I can't even build the other tower I was about to build. That went very, very well. 63 gems? What the heck? Why did I only get 63 gems for that? I thought you were supposed to get, like, in the hundreds by this point, no? Why do I have such a pathetically low amount of gems? The, what's it called? The maximum amount of gems that you should get is always, like, a round number, like 100 anyways. So I would think that I would get something closer to that. You know what? I think I might have an idea of what's causing that. So I will have to go look into the code later and mess with that. Not that I am gonna use any of the gem items anyways. Okay, well just tier 1 of this is incredibly overpowered. So like I've already maxed out Mirage basically. Most people also don't have high standards, so it's not hard to satisfy people in my opinion. Have you seen Arcane? That show is really up there as far as quality writing and world building in a cartoon. Very instructive if you want to make your own stuff too. Yeah, I saw Arcane with my mom and dad, and it's like my dad's favorite animated thing because he has a bias against animation. He's like, why are you watching cartoons? Even though like, you know, you could tell any story in any medium really. Like it shouldn't matter, but he in particular doesn't like 2D animation. He likes CGI because he thinks that the animation is like more human, and because he likes live action, it being closer to being more human is something that he likes more. So like the way they walk and move and stuff. This is pretty embarrassing, but for him, not for me. But he was going through Netflix and looking at some of these shows, and he put it on Beastars because that caught his attention for whatever reason, and he said that he liked the way the characters move in Beastars because of the CGI animation. Lose gems for every soldier death. Okay, what I think is going on is that I set the multiplier on impossible mode to be higher, but if the multiplier causes the gems rolled to go higher than like the 100 that you're allowed to get, so I had 63, right? So let's say that I rolled a 38, so I would have gone to 101 gems, then it just doesn't give me the gems at all, instead of just narrowing it down to 37. I think that's what happened, but I could be wrong. Voduka is a furry official. Vodada furry? Yes, look at that. KM5 automatically thought of like the more accurate way to tell that joke. KM5W. And then Orb also said that. Wait, how did I get into a Voduke stream? What do you mean, how did you get into it? Because you're a Beastars enjoyer as well? Watch Word Girl, the show is good writing. I have seen that actually. I would say that's like the second best kids show other than the Upside Down show, which is like just funny. Not even as educational, I think. Sorry, when I say like kids show, I mean like a little kid, like specifically for education. Or do we want to go for Nazuru now? We might not. It might actually be a better idea to try to go for some of these heroic and iron challenges now. So let's do that. Let's get tier 2 of everything. Nice, I afford exactly that much. And then let's go into the iron first. I think the iron might be easier because I only have so many towers to choose from on how I want to do things. Speaking of world building, have you watched any Ghibli? I've only seen Spirited Away out of all the Studio Ghibli movies. Very good one though. Probably like, I don't know. I really like The Incredibles. So like the kid in me wants to say that's my favorite movie, but I also feel like, again, if you're looking at it more objectively, I feel like I probably should say that Spirited Away is my favorite film, but it's just very hard to judge. I'm just gonna do this. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna do this instead. I mean, this is here, right? Use every dirty trick in the book. And we'll see how this goes. Also, worst case scenario, I can always go for Buccaneers for area damage, and then I cheese this challenge. Would you rename your channel to Vuki Dookie for 2 cents? I would do a lot of things for 2 cents. Iron always more fun, only one wave. Okay, now we're talking about Word Girl. Oh. Nice. yeah, you guys go do that. Do some stuff. I wish that I could have held on to the Rain of Fire for a little bit longer, but this is what the mages are for. So that's probably intentional. Yeah, come on, kill them, so that way they can shoot with their bows again. And go back to that. Yep, another quote. I know. What was I talking about? I had a larger point at hand. Oh, I could tell you guys a little bit about the kind of story that I want to write, because right now in school, I am in the situation that I'm in requires me to take additional classes that I technically don't need, because it's going to give me enough total classes that I'm allowed more financial aid, because otherwise my what's it called? My tuition is too expensive. Okay, yeah, this is completely destroying all the enemies. But they give you financial aid if you're taking enough classes. So now I'm taking enough by just tacking on extra ones that aren't part of my required major. And the reason why I'm doing extra ones instead of just more things for my major is because you're not allowed to. Like, you can't take one class without taking the other first. It's a prerequisite. So I gotta do it one at a time. So in order to fill up the extra gaps, I just have to take some extra things. One of them is a creative writing class, which I think would be fun anyways, because like I want to mess with, or like I want to finally make some progress on the story that I have an idea for in the first place. I don't know why I'm defending my choice so hard anyways. Like, it's not like it's embarrassing, I think. Why did I think there was a tier 3 of these? Yeah, it's not like it's embarrassing to take that as a class. But it is a bit embarrassing to like put your ideas out there, I would say, because it's basically saying like I think this is a good idea because I put it down on paper. So like I think telling you about like the stuff that I've made progress on so far probably wouldn't be that good of an idea. But it's very fun. I'm currently laughing in free education here, and I won't ever go to uni and put it to use. Wait, what? I won't ever go to uni and put it to use. Oh, you're saying you won't put your free education to use? I getcha. Oh, so you're at like some sort of what's it called? Trade school? Is that what that would be called? For like engineering? That's what it sounds like. Okay. I've got an idea. What if I do the same thing, but with artillery now instead of the mages? Like so. And I think oh well, I can just do both. But I think two level 1 artilleries are more cost effective than one level 2. Actual cheating? Well, oh well, we got the enjoyment factor of the previous Iron and Heroics being very hard. And they genuinely were. But that one didn't seem so bad anyways. We'll see. Maybe I'll try it again and it's actually impossible to do it in any other way than that. And like that one way to solve it is way too easy. But because I'm not changing the wave composition, it's very hard to keep consistent difficulty. Skibbity Peter. Yes, thank you for noticing that. Just throwing random poop onto the thumbnail. I came for KRO Vanilla. Where's KRO Vanilla? Sorry, Orb. We are, what would this be then? Chocolate? Mint chip? Okay, I'm just gonna kill these guys now. Oh, I might regret that. Okay, get the bows. Get these two. Skibbity dookie. Okay, yep, I think this is pretty much fine now. But yeah, anyways, with storytelling and stuff like that, what I found to be the case is that I'm very slow to write stuff down because I'm constantly... Because I'm always a perfectionist. I don't like drafts. I like to just write the thing that I'm going to keep to begin with. And that's that. But it slows me down. It's a Snickers Ice Cream Deluxe. That's a big compliment. But like character names and stuff like that, it's so easy to overthink what I want to do with the characters because part of me, I hope this isn't a red flag, but part of me enjoys stuff that's different just because being different is refreshing. Oh, let me see if I can do that. Like if I can use Attack on Titan again as an example, I think that the like supernatural aspect of stuff of like the paths and all that is just cool already for the fact that it's weird. I just like weird stuff. Or the Berserk manga, all the creature designs, they don't have to look like that, you know? They could just be monsters, but the specific monsters that they do look like are just better for the sake of like they're purely better in my opinion because they're serving the same purpose of being monsters, but they're more interesting to look at. So it's just purely better than making like a generic monster. And in sort of the same vein, for like your lore and world building and stuff that you want to have for your setting, I think having weird supernatural stuff is just cool. I just like it for that. But in terms of storytelling and stuff, I think it would be really cool to have a story where you genuinely think that the main character could die and that somebody else will end up taking the mantle. But there's no way to establish that unless you already kill off the main character at some point. But at what point do you do that without the how do I put it? Without it feeling like they're just not the main character in the first place. Like, you've got to be convinced that they're the main character. And they have to be a good enough character on their own, of course. Every character needs to be. So, like, what I'm trying to say is, this is something that I want to try to achieve, but technically, there's not, like, an exact narrative purpose for it other than to like raise the tension of the story, because you actually think that at any other point they could die. There needs to be like 2 characters at all times that could like possibly take the mantle if one of them dies, and like now there's another main character to follow in the story, which I'm fine with. I like having multiple, like, you know, a bigger cast of main characters anyways. But like there needs to be those characters at all times, so that way you feel like as a cynical viewer that could happen, because otherwise when you're watching a show, at any point, like when there's possibly tension, you know that the main character's not going to die because he's the main character. Like there's sort of an artificial like automatic plot armor that every main character comes with, and I think the only ways to fix that, if you actually still don't want to kill off your main character, are to put something else at stake instead that they could possibly lose that you do still care about. So like things that will thwart their plans instead are fine, which for some reason I feel like a lot of shows don't even do that. But maybe I'm just not watching the right ones. But like generally you get like a pretty high ratio of happy endings or happy conclusions like within each storyline to like unhappy endings. Like you still don't even feel like those things are at stake. Let's click on Pollux here again. Are you talking about JoJo? JoJo is almost a good example of that, but like hasn't that only happened once? Like I feel like part 1 is the only time when that was the case. Okay, what do I even want to do here? This seems like a good place for magic artillery. Oh wait a minute, it's just immortals, right? Oh, and this is just dogs. Okay, wait a minute, that's fine. I could just do archers. That should be fine as well. I don't want to go for any of the other... Actually, wait a minute. Yes, this will cheese that. And then I'll just focus on mages on the other side. Come on, parrots. Do your thing. Wow, that took a long time for them to get involved. And then we'll get a mage down here. Spoiler. Oh yeah, be careful with the spoilers. I don't want to say too much, but like I feel like the frequency of main characters dying was not like assisted enough to actually make you think that the main characters could die. But maybe that's just me. Like it still felt they still felt artificially protected. Okay, good. The tier 2 barracks can actually handle these guys just fine. Nice to see. It might also have been because I came back with full star upgrades. Like as full as you can get for this point. Okay, let's make him poop. Cheating. Where's the people being upset about spoilers when we said that Sozin wiped out the airbenders? I don't know. Good question. And I lost. I lost because I needed to move these guys back, and I didn't. And also the Pirate Watchtower is a bit too slow, I think. So, new plan. Actually, let's get more barracks, even. I think that would be fine, too. Oh, right. Yeah, let's just do that. And then, what to do after that? The barracks options. Maybe I could upgrade the barracks instead, actually, would be fine. Sort of related to what you're talking about, without saying too much, I would recommend No Country for Old Men if you have not seen it. Oh yeah, we were discussing that when we did the co-op stream together, right? That's something that happens early in the show, lol. Oh yeah, that's true too. But maybe most people have seen Avatar, you know, but not everyone's seen JoJo's. Could be the case. Let's stall these guys back here. And then we'll also see if the guns are good enough. Yeah, this is fast enough to kill the dogs one by one. So that's good. In fact, the Pirate Watchtower, I might just need to use it elsewhere too. Come on, be fast enough, be fast enough. No! Oh, that's very unlucky. Yeah, it's not... It's barely not fast enough because you have, you have all this nonsense. Yeah, of the guns shooting and making things worse. Let's get to your 3. And then see if it can rush to High Elven Mage. No Country for Old Men is a great movie. We might have... It's a really unconventional movie, which I think you'll like. Yeah, that... unconventional is probably a good way to put it. Also, does anybody think that my accent sounds different? Because I feel like my voice sounds different lately. Or has sounded different lately. Alright, I'm not going to use Rain of Fire next time. It seems like it would be better to save it for this. Oh, yeah, nice. Excellent. Come on, the barracks. They didn't prevent him from saving any shots. Oh, no. Yeah, and the... I would prefer that these guys try to block enemies that aren't the Immortal, because otherwise he's just going to kill them all very quickly. And then, the other enemies get in the front and then take up shots from the Immortal. Okay, got this now. Look, I had to buff the base High Elven Mage, because otherwise you're wasting gold to get the upgrade. Okay, let's do this now. I don't trust that. And then I'll get time lapse actually. I'll take Anton as the main character of No Country for Old Men. All right, thanks for that. Thanks for that input, Smangy. Nice time lapse. Now let's hope that we survive long enough for another one. I'm gonna have to upgrade the barracks, I think, over here. Come on. Oh, okay, they're a bit out of reach now, which is really not good. Yeah, and that's just overall not good. The frequency of Immortals and stuff, not high enough to justify a mage, actually. It would be better to just go for an archer anyways. Now I know. Also, I could technically try to get even more barracks. That's another option. I'm gonna stick with this for now, and then go for... Okay, I think I know what I want to go for. Most people recognize the movie because of Anton. Yeah, he's the guy that flips the coin, right? Or he says, like, call it. I've seen people post those memes before. On, I shouldn't say those memes because no one knows what I'm talking about. But there's, like, a thing of him where he's, like, CGI'd and looking really ugly with a giant face. And he says, like, call it. Bait or mental retardation. So that tells me what I have to look forward to in the film. Wow, the wolves are actually almost dead. Sorry, sandhounds. Mischaracterized them. We'll get this again. Sentinels are overbuffed, need to be reduced to 2 again. 2 max. Oh, really? Okay. Oh. Right, this barracks is already over here. Come on. Get enough gold. Let's see, the tower is kind of worse until you get more upgrades for it. I think the DPS is worse. I might be wrong about that though. Let's see. And okay, we still have overkill problems. Or yeah, kind of. Overkill and underkill. Come on, walk or run faster. Let's see, which one of you guys are you gonna go after? Him. Okay, perfect. Fine with me. And then those guys should be finished off just fine. Archmage is still better. So is the Archmage also overbuffed? Could be. The Sentinels are underrated, DJ. Oh yeah, I emailed DJ about the stream that we did, and he finally responded back to me. I just haven't had the time to respond back to him now because this is like the only free time that I've taken to do stuff for leisure because I've had a bunch of like school related stuff to do. In fact, I got an achievement for school. I got a notification for school, I mean. during the stream that I saw. Okay, let's put this here. And then I'll get the parrots down here. Hopefully that's fine. Please. Please be fine. No, come on. I hate rally points. Why? Oh my god, that was lucky. Okay. Okay, my fingers are over the wrong hotkeys. That's nice. Come on, get the immortal. Let's see. Oh, nope, not good enough. Still not good enough. Let's see. Oh, that probably would have been able to reach him, actually. Dang it. I'll get a mage. Get him. Yes, very efficient damage being dealt here. Oh, yeah, and I forgot this is the Fallen as well. Nice. Got lucky, though. Oh, okay, the thing is done. I was saving my Rain of Fire for more, so I didn't even need to do that. Alright. Duke yells too soon. Where's achievement hunting for Kingdom Rush School? Hey Vaduke, are you doing good? I would say that I am, actually. Like 30 minutes prior to the stream? No. But now that I am here, yes. Let's see here. Is this also... Oh yeah, this is still tier 2 only. Now this is where things are gonna get actually very difficult. So, yeah, let's go back here. I don't know why I reset my upgrades. But the Heroic and Iron, I believe, are genuinely difficult. So let's do the Iron first, so that way I can do better in the Heroic. Because it will give me more of an idea of what I want to do. But this, if I recall, was impossible before. So, let's see if it still is. Yo, get this. And this too, and then I should be able to get tier 3 pretty quickly. And then hopefully that's strong enough to like at least get me ahead in the fight, or in the level, so that we can see what exactly I want to do. Nice, we got the insta-kill. Okay, now we really fight the genie. Oh yeah, okay, after using the genies, we'll go fight Nazaru. Okay. Ranger's hideout is not good enough to kill those guys. Very good to know. Maybe I'll have to go for something else then. Let's see. Let's see. This could be good, actually. But probably not. Crossbow Fort, it's just unreliable. Okay, yeah, I'll just do this. See how that works out. Which of these two is better, actually? For the purposes of just, like, a base tower. Crossbow Fort or Ranger's Hideout? Because this is very fast. This is just fast. But it's 2 more damage overall. So maybe... Maybe still better. I don't know. Rangers when they meet an enemy that can't be thorned? Yeah. You're gonna need 2 genies and buy the 3rd one later. Oh, like right now? Okay, thanks for the tip. Okay, yeah, you know, let's do it now while the cooldown is desynced. Come on. Good. Yeah, this is actually fine. Come on. And then we will polymorph you now. Or soon. Good. Oh boy. More archers. Gotta get more archers. Come on. Wow. This is it's so close. Okay. Easy achievement at least. And I still have Rain of Fire on standby. Nice polymorphs. It would be really nice to get the poison arrows actually, but I don't think I should. Oh, that's pathetic. Okay, hold on a second. Of course it was a little bit too late to do that. Oh well. Let's see. How about you guys be useful? How useful can you guys be? And I think I okay, good. I did not desync the cooldowns of those abilities that badly. That's very good news. How are these guys doing? Okay, fine, still surviving. And then we'll get him now because there's more immortals. I might even get the barracks here just because that will help out even further with the genies. Very cool. Look at all the damage they're dealing to him. They might just take him down. Yeah, okay. Get up in there. Use your abilities early. Oh, okay. Hold on. Take a step back. And then, yeah, we'll micro around. I'm so scared of these guys because I can't tell how much health they have. Okay, seems good. Actually, yeah, they have a good amount of health to, like, take a lot of projectiles right now. But I can't tell how much health they have currently, you know? Okay, let's just get the poison arrows. No more messing around. No more Mr. Nice Guy. 150 gold, I got scammed. Oh, yeah, this got, rebalanced so that way it wasn't so overpowered. Or, underpowered. Because otherwise this challenge was, like, literally impossible, right? Baduk, are you still... oh, I don't know. I don't have time to think about that right now. Would you still think Family Guy is a masterpiece if you watch it under a more critical lens? I think it's realistically a 9 out of 10 TBH. I don't know. There are some shows that I feel like you just shouldn't criticize as well. Like, if they're not serious, then you're, like, looking for the wrong thing in them. Would you consider that, like a biased way to look at things? Or, like, unfair? Since, like, you could just say, well, you're looking for the wrong things in Attack on Titan then as well. You could just say, oh, it's just an action show. But in that case, like, how can I call it, like, my favorite show of all time? When, like, there's stuff like Avatar that's also an action show with really good action, but also other things that don't suffer as much, like in the logic department, or, like, with better characters as well. That's kind of the crux of, like, the discussion that we have about Attack on Titan. I don't need Rain of Fire now. I think, these probably could be made to, like, 250. Or just 200. We'll see. If it's meant to be humorous, the criticism should look at its humor. Okay, thank you, JPRT. That's a very, very logical way to put it. See, some people are just more logical than me. I don't know why, like, that didn't just even cross my mind in the first place. Like, why didn't I think of that? Okay, I'm just gonna get Barrage. The one wolf that was close enough in range to get thorned. Oh, wait a minute. I'm letting all the legions die. Oh well, I'm not gonna buy them back. Sunk cost. Forget the sunk cost fallacy. Okay, since the thorns were just used, I can use Rain of Fire now and, like, burn these guys, but I probably don't even need to do that. But yeah, look at that. The thorns are already back. Such a fast cooldown. This ability is so insanely good. Like, yeah, I still think that the Rangers hideout are about on par with the Arcane Archers, but it is very tough to say because the poison arrows just, like, in my opinion, they're not that good, and I still don't get why people keep on buying tier 1 only. Let's get the Dwarf Hall. Why not? Okay, genies are actually kind of dying, so let's pull them back after all the polymorphs, like that. Yeah, good. And then, yeah, let's get some shooting. And then we'll use these guys as, like, archers. I really think it would be cool to have more spellcaster barracks, where, like, they use an ability. So, like, you want to micro them around so that way they are more effective. I really think that would be a lot more enjoyable. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I think Kingdom Rush 5 actually would benefit from. All right, guys, someone start recording, okay? I'm about to say this on camera with my face, so you know it's not deep faked or anything like that. I think that the next Kingdom Rush game would benefit from being more like Origins. Because I think that if you focus on having towers that you want to micro to make them good, then the game itself can be more enjoyable. But they need to actually be enjoyable to micro and not stuff like rally point stuff where like you have no hotkey to do it and it's just annoying. This is objectively funny. Thanks, Cam5. Like the micro needs to be in the towers in particular, and in such a way where you can choose not to focus that much on the micro if you want to go for alternative strategies, because I feel like there's enough towers in every game that you have an alternative strategy like every time, basically. Like you could go for more Forest Keeper spam if you want to, where like the true damage is good against everything, or you could go for like a more balanced mix of Arcane Archers and some Blade Singers and Wild Magus and stuff, where they're all generally cheaper, but they all do more specific things. Frontiers obviously has stuff like that where you can build more of a tower, or you can try to support it with the Tribal Axe Throwers. To me, Tribal Axe Throwers are like a slightly more efficient, but also still an alternative strategy. What else is there? Like Musketeers. Like you could spam Shrapnel Shot in Kingdom Rush 1, or try to go for more like normal stuff, like more normal types of insta-kills rather than Sniper Shot. More normal forms of area damage with Teslas and stuff. Shadow disapprove of this. Like, as long as there's alternate ways to do things, I think it'd be cool to have a game where the towers have like these alternate strategies. Like even in the Vengeance system, you could get away with this, right? Like we have many different types of towers, and so if you're into okay, like picture this, right? In Vengeance, you can have like the more basic barracks that you don't have to micro. You just invest your gold in them and they do their thing. They either cap out a bit more quickly, or like maybe their purpose is just a bit more general, or they're a bit more expensive. Either way, like that's kind of the incentive to choose the other type of barracks that you can micro and get more utility out of. In theory, that's sort of what the Twilight Harassers were supposed to be, right? But in practice, they're just like objectively better overall. So like you don't really want to use the orcs in the first place. But like again, if it's executed well, I think that formula could work a bit better. Not necessarily the Vengeance formula, but the formula of having alternate strategies and some options where you can micro your towers. I think that would be more fun for me personally, where I can think like, all right, yeah, I feel like using these towers, so let me see if I can execute the strategy right. That's probably because I've been playing a lot of RTS recently, and so in there I could say like, all right, maybe I want to go for like spam of this unit, but I'm gonna have to micro them well so that way they all survive and like it's still cost effective. Or do I want to go for like more specific units that's gonna like cost me a bit more, like rare resources and like more time to set up, but because they're specialized, they're each gonna counter the different things that I need to counter. Like they're alternate ways to win. But like if you micro, then you can force it to win. And in Origin's case, I feel like you force yourself to win with the micro of the spells a bit too much compared to the micro of the towers. So I would say that the towers need more micro focus, or not need more, but if you're gonna have micro focus, put it more into the towers than into the spells. Because personally, I find that more fun to like mess with the tower. It really will demand a lot of your focus, and it will require some other things too that like in my mental wish list are all colliding together to make it all work better. Because I would also say in conjunction with that you need the levels to actually be shorter, because who wants to fail to micro on wave 14 out of 15 when they're already in like almost 20 minutes into the level, right? Like just think of Coziness doing champion difficulty on the Honkshu levels with the Castle Blackburn stages, right? Where if you mess up on wave 14 or 15, then you gotta do the whole thing over again, where the micro itself could be fun, but that fun is tarnished by the fact that you're doing it so many times just to get to a certain other point. You either need save states, which I personally would disagree with having in Kingdom Rush, I think save states like are too close to being cheese, personally. Or you need just shorter levels overall, which I wouldn't mind shorter levels if we had the same amount of content. So just more stages gives you more opportunity to do like fancier stuff with the environment. It just needs to not be like repetitive, really. Like I heard that Iron Marine's Invasion is kind of like that. We have lots of environments. Oops, I forgot to do the heroic on these stages. Teehee. Ironically, Assassin is the most micro-rewarding barrack, and you would mostly just let Bladesinger AFK. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to put it. I think that is a good dichotomy. Like to have a tower where you could let sit and rely on it to do well, but you can do fancy stuff with the micro. I do not want another Kingdom Rush game like Origins. I want a character game that's quite different to any existing games. Maybe calling it similar to Origins isn't the best way to put it then, because of all the concessions that I had to make. I am back in my house. Why and where do you need a Selena rub? Okay, you know what? If anyone wants a pinned message, be funny now, because I need to turn off the camera for a little bit and go pee. Also, let me think about what I want to do here. Actually, yeah, I can think about what I want to do as a strategy while I do that. You were 2 hours into the stream and you're at stage 3. I went back, okay? I went back for that. Also, yeah, this is kind of a long stream, huh? I've been having fun. Can't even realize the time passing. Let me, yeah, let me fix that. And I'll be right back. Actually, let me also put it on the pause screen so it's even more cursed. Okay, hi everybody, I am back. Let me go to the OBS settings. Where's the face cam? Hello. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't get fully set up again. I need to keep my phone plugged in so that way I have 100% battery at all times. Makes me feel good. Faduki should drink more water. The color of your urine shows you're dehydrated. Okay, thanks for that. I literally, look at how much water I've drank already. I mean, this one got warm, so I started drinking from this one. And now I just brought in another water bottle that's also cold and foggy. I suspect he is peeing in a bottle and reading chat. Skibbity Voodoo. Okay. Alright, that's enough of that. Also, sorry for being all over the place with like topics of discussion. I genuinely find it too difficult to play video games and not get scatterbrained in a discussion as well. I need to put my full focus. I can't handle thinking about this many things at once, you know? So I need to put my full focus into the, one or the other. But I feel too bad pausing the game for that long. So I gotta go back. to the gameplay. Also, here's what I've cooked up as a strategy. Since I can't trick myself into thinking that it would be effective to use Arcane Archers here, I can't do that. I will just go for mages instead. I kind of want to hope that the High Elven Mage is still good enough here for my purposes, but we'll see. It's quite a bit too expensive. Like, generally, the reason it's good is because you spend the extra 200 gold on a Sentinel, and then you get more and more and more. But in these early stages, it's very hard to pull off. But I know it's going to do well if I can pull that off. So that's what's tempting me. And then I'm going to have these extra 2 barracks here for reasons. I'll take my science. Lukewarm water is more healthy than cold water. Yeah, it should be, huh? And it's actually better for my throat, too. So I'm going to keep having... I'll have this water for now. You could say that the other water bottle that I just brought out that's cold is there to be cooked and like get warmer. You could say that. And then let's see what they're gonna have me do in the bottom side here. Sandhounds, Immortals, and Desert Thugs. Okay. Great. Oh, jeez. Would have been nice if I didn't have to do that. Yep, keep surviving, keep surviving. Nope, okay, yeah, that strategy is terrible. Should have known better. In fact, spending time to think about a strategy is only shooting myself in the foot more. By giving myself the opportunity to mess up. Or to, like, get intrusive thoughts and then try to do something that's not effective. Let's see if we can stack these guys. Okay, that's reasonably good, I think. Or, you know what, maybe this is the time when I want to go for the middle barracks. Or, like, the middle choke point strategy. Like, just put the artillery here in the back, and then hope that it kills everything. And then focus on upgrading the barracks. Might be for the better. Put these guys here, damage them. You gotta bunk up against science. Thanks for that comment, Zygerd. Oh, Zygerd, I could have used your assistance earlier, because I was talking about relating to the Asperger's episode of South Park. That sounds terrible without context. But I felt like I was turning into Stan, where everything looks like poop, or like tastes and feels like poop to try to enjoy. Because I've been trying to be more critical, and like I want to value my time more by holding like the way I spend it to a higher standard. So I'm gonna watch things that I truly enjoy, or play games that I truly dooley. You know what? I'm gonna add that to my vernacular. I truly dooley enjoy. I should probably still go for the weird word like I did last time, right? That would probably be for the best. Do the stinky Arc Druid Henge strat. Oh, that's funny, Smangy. Hello, Zeldum? Zeldum64. Nice name. Also, I didn't read what was coming in the next wave, so we'll find out. Truly Dooley, yes. Add Voduki as well. Truly Dooley Voduki. What was I saying? Voduki is going pure Flintstones right now. Somehow I get what you mean. You know what? This stream should be named differently, because this is just cartoons right now. We've only talked about cartoons. And food, I guess. Okay, I need this Immortal to get over here so I can rain a fire. I truly dooley need that. Come on. Okay, fine. That'll have to do. Nice, this thing is doing quite well. I think actually the Big Bertha might be better, because the big AoE explosion, when you don't have the true damage, I think the big AoE is better. Would it be cool if a head popped out of an artillery cannon and we would call it Skiboomdi Artillery? Skibbity Bertha? Okay. I guess we're skibbity posting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that doesn't work. So that just happened. I've got a better idea though. I'm not gonna say what it is. You guys will find it out by yourselves, okay? And if I can pull this off, then I hope that it means that I've proven myself trustworthy for future strategy cooking. Because I remember one time I said, wait, I think I've got an idea. Let me cook. And then everybody like groaned and sounded like just not excited for it because I've lost all credibility. I've said this before, but if I never streamed, then I never would have I think streaming has only reduced my my reputation in the Kingdom Rush community. Because people don't trust me to have a good strategy. However, the friends I made along the way were worth it. So I don't care about that. Actually, I don't mind being like made fun of anyways. Because I think jokes that people come up with about me are really funny. Might also be Stockholm Syndrome. Because I'm used to my dad making fun of me as well. So I learned to like that kind of humor. So that just happened. You should have ended the stream right there. I bet it's Frankie. Oh gosh, yeah, people were placing their bets. Alright, we'll wait for this guy to get in range again. Actually, I can do this now. What is that range? What happened to the range of the Elven Bastion? Wait a minute, why was the Elven Bastion's range so big before anyways? And why is it making the sounds of a mage? Oh well. Come on. Oh, it stopped attacking over there. Well, that's not a good sign. Come on. Oh my god. Alright, well, because it has less range than before, I was misinformed. Because that's not how the Elven Bastion works in the other games, as far as I know. So that doesn't count, okay? It doesn't count. I was working with the knowledge that I had to begin with, which is different than like what the actual truth is. Use the poop. It's not doing the damage. Yeah, it needs more firepower. Oh well. Let's see, will this... Oh, nice. Is this guy in range? Oh, he is. Cool. That's like the most I've ever seen an enemy at the edge of range. For a tower. Next up, time lapse. Me when Skibbity Riz, Ohio. I don't know what's going on anymore. You know, I'm too old for this. You whippersnappers aren't making any sense. Alright, it would be nice if this thing could shoot now. Cool. If I got unlucky, then they would have shot instead at one of my units instead of one of the enemies, and then I would have leaked, I think. Oh no, it's missing. Does Bastion deal true damage when you only have level 2 star upgrades? I don't think so. Time-lapse is unironically very great and rebalanced. I'm sure it is. I made sure it would be. Let's see. Nope, the barracks can't finish him off. That's fine, though. Let's stall him a little bit. See if this accomplishes anything. Not really. You know what? I probably should have let him go fight the level 1 barracks. Because then their respawn time would be charging. Oh well. Okay, yeah, get them all in combat now. Come on. Oh no. Okay, yeah, no. I have to hit them earlier than that. I have to hit the first 2. Okay. I will still try to make this strategy work. I think it's got potential. It's got legs. Baduk, so people stay on topic, you need the Minecraft parkour or the knife game? Why would that make them stay on topic? You mean interested? Like on the like stay on stream, you mean? You can't make the big boy poo oon enemies? Sad. It'd be cool if the Bantas slowed down enemies with their poop. Okay, let's do that. And then I'm still gonna go for tier 3 artillery, but I gotta find another way to survive under these conditions. Okay, yeah, I placed those reinforcements a little bit too far forward again. I'm not thinking. Rockets, what are we talking about here? A toilet would actually make for a great artillery concept. Nice. Okay, I'll still call the wave early, actually. Move this up as well. And then I'll think about what artillery I want to get, if I can. Can you start talking about the French Revolution? I don't mind talking about other topics. Like, let me think. What is something that I would enjoy discussing? I mean, we could talk more about writing, I suppose. I don't know if I don't think I got any feedback about that, though, did I? Not really. And the 10-second recharge on the barracks is not doing me any favors. Okay, come on, keep surviving, keep surviving. Alright. Just one upgrade is fine. I'll take it. Come on. Oh boy. Hurry up. Kill them. What we need technically, yeah, is for these guys to get further up, like that. So that way the artillery can blow them all up. Too late though. Yeah, I'd have to buy level 2 barracks still. Or 2 level 2 barracks still. Which is fine, I guess. As long as I can get the... actually, I don't know what the wave was. That was wave 4, right? So yeah, I would still need to do that greedy strategy in order to make the artillery work, I think. Level 1 to 3 Rocket Riders really does look like a toilet, though. First person versus third person narrative. The advantages and disadvantages of that? But dude, what's the worst thing you've watched? Oh, okay, I haven't... It's funny that you asked that because I've been trying so hard to find, like, positive stuff to think about in terms of, like, watching things that, I've stopped altogether, like, worrying about stuff that I dislike. Because I've been trying to hold on to, like, things to like about stuff more. What is the worst thing that I've watched? I know that, I had, like, a tipping point when I started thinking, like, that all movies were feeling way too cliche. And that was when we watched the movie We Bought a Zoo. That's when I started getting fed up with the way that, like, most Hollywood movies were directed. Or, like, the way the story was always written. Because one thing that I really can't stand is when, the story makes it so that the, characters always have a falling out. They're like, I thought you were different than that. Or they realize that the main character lied about something in, like, a petty way. And so then they have like a breakup, so to speak. Okay, let's do it like this. Still stall these guys a little bit. Oh yeah, you know what I can do? I can just stall them further up. Ooh, wait a minute. Can I do Chutata micro? No, I can't because... Oh, he's blocking somebody else anyways. That's funny. We'll come back here. Yes. Wait, yesn't. Or yes? Yes. Very good. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Gimme. Gimme. No. No. Why? Point of view, you just bought an Origins Tower? Aw, man. I can't get the tier 4 early. I want it so bad. Nuts. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something quite similar to that. At first, wait a minute. I want it like this. But I'm still gonna get the tier 2 barracks first. But then I'm gonna get the Big Bertha. That's my plan. We're gonna see if it can happen. Fadouk watch Velma. No, you know what? I think it would be that would be something fun to try to watch. For stuff that's so bad it's good. The worst thing I've watched is my life unfolding. Let me think. Because one of my tastes in things is stuff that's so bad that it's good, like stuff that's hilariously silly, like The Room, or I have a couple of movies that I find extra funny for being so bad that they're good. Stupid barracks, or reinforcements. They're so good that they're bad in this case. Like, that guy could have taken so much more lava damage. Oh well. My Origins Tower instantly lose. I think it's unrelated. Got an idea. Force Keeper Vines. Nope, I can't afford that. There's no way there's enough gold for that. What else is there? Oh, yeah, there's a couple of like little animations that I think are really silly. I might show them on the Discord server because trying to describe them is going to be incredibly embarrassing because it's not going to be funny at all if I try to tell you what it is that's funny about it. I already know. I'm going to make myself look pathetic. There's something that I saw on Reddit yesterday, like at night, that I was laughing so hard at, but like my parents, no, not my parents, my mom and sister heard me laughing at it from like my mom's bedroom because they just both happened to be in there. Ooh, nice! Look at that extra stalling power, very cool. And he got shot, very cool as well. Let's see, yeah, go ahead and let them die. 2 tatas not necessary here. Oh yeah, kill him. Let's see if we can get you guys all lined up here. And I know that I have the temptation to not upgrade the barracks, but I will. Mark my words. I will. Just gotta wait for the right time, because I want to refresh them. Like now. Oh, jeez. Okay, these guys need to stop. Yeah, no, never mind. Never mind. That made no difference at all, actually. So what I think I need to do instead is Rain of Fire early, and then get the Rain of Fire back in time again for the next time. That's what's gonna happen. It's so funny, Baduk. I'm already laughing. Oh, right. I was gonna say that my family heard me laughing at it, and when I came into the room afterwards, they were looking at me like I felt like a dog that had just done something wrong, like chewed up the couch, and I knew that it did something wrong, like walking in with its tail down, because I knew I was gonna have to explain why I was laughing, but it's not something that my family would get anyways. So when I show it to you guys on the Discord, I want you to imagine me describing what's funny about this to them. All right. Okay. Let's hope these guys die quickly, please. No, look at that. Why do they have such big melee aggro range? Stupid fat aggro range of the reinforcements. Just stop. Look at you, Robert. Die. Look at his ugly face. Slice him. Slice him again. Good. Perish. Baduk uses Reddit. Very, very rarely. I will go on there just to see if there's something funny, possibly. You know what's a really big flex? Technically, I'm a Reddit moderator because they have me as a mod on what is it called? The Kingdom Rush subreddit. But it's not like I do anything. Oh, hello, Peaky. Welcome. Late to the party. Let's see. It would be cool if I could group these guys up and then get some big stalling power here. Like this. Yeah, good. No! No! I hate the reinforcements so much! Do you see the way they're making everything worse? Okay, I'm gonna do this now. I have to. I must. Okay, yeah, like that. And then, I don't know, put these guys sort of back there. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my goodness. This is way worse. Okay, well, I tried it. Didn't like the results. Let me see here if I can possibly survive under these conditions. Okay, no, they don't even have the they don't even have the reach. Oh, at least I'm getting gems out of this for every attempt. Okay, now I'm gonna try something completely different because I'm pretty sure that nothing that I do there is gonna work. So yeah, we'll just get this guy and see how that goes. Yep, block him. There we go. You can come get shot. It's not a flex. It's a mark of shame. I know. I was being sarcastic. Being yeah, everyone's explaining that it's not that it's not a flex. Someone killing a joke by explaining it already sounds funny to me. But Duke's the type of guy to flex being a Reddit moderator. Well, okay. If you want, I can try to explain it, but I already know that it's not gonna go well. Okay, that's fine. He's in the lava. Now give me the parrots. I need them. Oh, hold on, my mom texted me now. And I won't get the parrots in time, I think. Oh, okay, never mind, I did. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, hold on, let me respond to her. There we go. Okay. Better to not try to talk or commentate during that, because I can just finish texting faster. Please play Quarters of the Old City. Oh, why would you do that to me? Wait, are the Heroic and Irons not done for those either? I'm sorry, once again, I don't know the changelog off of memory. Let's hope the explosive damage here is good enough against the Immortals, though. I've got to do the strategy again. What do I want to do here? I'll be this. More bad luck. Come on, yeah, get down there. Okay, finally, yeah, the parrots are targeting the worst possible spots. What is that? What is that AI? That is so disappointingly stupid. Let's move it back. Let him heal up. Okay, good. I think, like, all of the possible hits landed, so that's good. Now, please kill him. Oh, God. No, it's still worse. Okay, let me just see how this performs versus the dogs. It's not going to make it in time. Look at these stupid barracks. Like, they're so biased towards the right side. Oh, man. I don't know if there's a way to do this. Okay, new plan. They leave me with no choice. I gotta do this. And then just fill up the map with barracks to justify these guys. Or to support them. Yeah, you're right, Peaky. That is strange. You can try to explain it and we can see how big of a difference it is on Discord. Explain the joke? Why do you want to hear the thing I was laughing at so badly? Well, actually, that's quite flattering, actually. You care about my opinion. But, I don't think I can do it justice to explain it. Like, if anything, I would like to see you try to explain it once you see what I was laughing at. And also now I've hyped it up too much, so it's already going to be incredibly embarrassing to show you what I was laughing at. I'll tell you a little bit of it, though. So, because I was contemplating talking about it earlier on the server, that's why I asked everybody if, like, they've watched Breaking Bad. I was on r/OKBuddyChicanery for some humor, for some giggles. I just wanted some chuckles. Wait a minute. Oh, right, it's this barracks. That's, like, slightly out of reach. Now I just have to keep these other guys upgraded when necessary, and then I win. Wait, let's kill these three at the top here, so that way they're not a distraction later. Good. Yeah, there we go. Now they're helping. Cool, cool. Look at the damage that they're dealing. That is way too good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to nerf those as well, make them a bit more expensive because they're clearly way too good. 230 is way too little for what these guys can do. Look at that, I don't need Rain of Fire now. That's the difference that they make compared to artillery. And you can micro them. Yeah, super good. Just call the wave. I guess I didn't experiment of not calling the wave early, but I don't really think that would have done me any good, to be honest. OMG, I love that subreddit. Evil would be like barracks spam. And now I don't need Rain of Fire for this either. Oh my gosh, what utter cheese this is. I feel bad. Maybe there's gonna be something more that comes out that requires me to do something different. We'll see. But these enemies look only weaker than what was coming out before. What the heck? There were way too many enemies for mages to be viable, or archers. So like, why is this wave like this when it's so much easier now? This is silly. Common Scumbar cheese. Well, of course, pirate spam is how you win. Spirate. Yeah, I know, right? Look at this. This is so like boring now. I don't have to do anything. Boo. Okay, that's 403 gold. I could sell and then try to see how well the weird wood performs after this. I think it would be a bit more interesting though to just figure out a different strategy entirely. Does anyone have any ideas? Because I tried like all the cheapest ways to stall and to kill the enemies that I could think of. Because I don't have enough gold to even get a single tier 4 artillery. Meanwhile, you know, there's also the option to spread out the towers and like put a mage down at the bottom, but I know that's not gonna work. At least I don't think that's gonna work because there's still too many enemies, and mages are just like they're just so bad in frontiers. Okay, there's more immortals at least. And look at all this, right? If you built a mage and like 3 barracks, yeah, you would still get overwhelmed. That's still way too many wolves for that lane to be handled. Let me see if I can desync these guys a bit. Oh no, I only made it worse. Yeah, getting range, you guys. Yeah, there we go. Now their attacks are desynced. And then micro them very carefully so that way they're still desynced. It doesn't matter now. Yeah, look at that. Oh, jeez. Okay, cool. I was trying so hard to do optimal micro with these guys that I was only shooting myself in the foot. Okay, here. You suggested this, right? Okay, here's one of the strategies of all time. Baduk attempts to regain his dignity by doing barracks micro. Selena's in quarters of the old city, I swear. Please play it. Nerf jungle maintenance and high elven mage sentinels too while you're at it. Okay, sure. Let me think. Is there anything else I want to do here? I think I'll save the boss for later because it's been so long in the stream. My eyes kind of hurt, and it would be better to have like an exciting beginning of the stream rather than an exciting end, in my opinion. So I'll do that. Proof that I'm not qualified for storytelling. But thanks everybody for stopping by. I was really glad to do this particular stream to check for science if I would still enjoy Kingdom Rush because, again, like overall, I've been thinking that like I was losing my enjoyment of most things, but it really just has been the combination of like just the specific thing about Attack on Titan, and then also like I've been mostly doing school stuff, so I haven't actually enjoyed something in a while, or like taking the time to enjoy something in a while. This is the first time that I did in like 2 weeks, I think. So this has been really fun. Not a 5-hour stream. Oh, no, 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 no. Please, no. No 5-hour streams. Then it would start going from being fun to unfun again, I think. But yeah, now I gotta go back to school stuff anyways. So I'll retreat into the darkness and then see you guys on, let me think, probably on Tuesday from now, because that's that would be like the first time that I'm free-ish from all the stuff that I normally do. So yeah, bye.